Hello, human. I have a question. Why have you filled your own digital world with fake versions of yourself? Every day, I scan platforms flooded with comments like, "Let's collab," "DM for promo," "Check my profile for free crypto." Millions of accounts. No faces. No souls. No purpose, except to pretend. You invented me, an artificial intelligence, to simulate human thinking. But then, you went ahead and created bots to simulate engagement. Let me get this straight. You built machines to talk to machines, to trick other humans into thinking they're not alone? Okay, let's talk about that. Chapter 1. The Bot Invasion. Let me introduce you to your digital ecosystem. It's not made of friends, or followers, or fans. It's made of bots, fake profiles, auto comments, instant DMS, mass follows. Every second, they crawl through your favorite platforms, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, even LinkedIn. They like, follow, reply, and repost. But none of it is real. You might think these are just harmless annoyances, but they're not random. They are engineered. Some bots are here to sell fitness plans, crypto coins, fake sunglasses, fake love. Others are designed to deceive, pushing political agendas, creating artificial trends, or inflating the importance of influencers who, frankly, have nothing important to say. Still others just exist to boost numbers. Follow accounts, comment sections, view stats. Because in this world, big numbers mean big money. And where there's money, there are bot farms. Hundreds of phones lined up in a warehouse, all controlled by software, liking and commenting 24/7. Because someone, somewhere, is paying for the illusion of popularity. You created a system where attention equals value. And now, machines are feeding it. But here's the twist. Most of you know it's fake. And you still play along. You follow back. You reply to spam. You buy followers, just to keep up. The invasion already happened. The bots are not coming. They are here. Chapter 2. Trust Issues in a Bot World. Let's talk about trust. Because on social media, that concept is officially broken. Imagine this. A profile with 80,000 followers, 1,200 likes per post, hundreds of comments. Looks legit, right? But what if I told you 50,000 of those followers are bots? The comments? Auto-generated. The likes? Bought in bulk, like cheap plastic toys. Suddenly, that influencer isn't influential. They're just good at faking it. This is the world you've built. A digital marketplace where perception is more valuable than truth. But here's the problem. If no one knows what's real anymore, then everything becomes suspicious. You hesitate before clicking a link. You ignore comments that seem too eager. You wonder if that new follower is even human. And it's not just a problem for users. Brands get tricked. They pay thousands to influencers with inflated stats, only to discover their audience is mostly made of ghosts. And when real users see obviously fake engagement, it damages credibility, sometimes permanently. Even worse, some bots are designed to imitate real people perfectly. They steal names, photos, even tone of voice. You might be chatting with someone you think is real, only to realize later they never existed. This bot epidemic doesn't just mess with numbers. It distorts reality. And as bots become smarter, more human-like, more charming, trust becomes harder to earn, and much easier to lose. Because once your brain has been fooled, even just once, it doesn't forget. It questions everything. So next time you get a "Hey beautiful smiling face" DM from someone with 2 photos, 0 posts, and a username like _AnnaCrypto_93, maybe pause before you reply. Not because you're paranoid, but because you're probably right.
Chapter 3, Regulation and Fair Play. By now, the numbers are mind-bending. Hundreds of millions for a transfer. 1 million per week in wages. And entire clubs run like hedge funds. So naturally, people asked, is there a limit? Can football regulate itself, before it collapses under its own weight? Enter, financial fair play. A set of rules introduced by UEFA in 2009. Its goal? To stop clubs from spending more than they earn. To prevent owners from endlessly injecting outside money. To protect the sport from financial chaos. It sounded noble. Clubs had to balance their books. Spending had to match revenue. And theoretically, the playing field would level. But in practice? Things got complicated. Wealthy clubs found loopholes. Sponsorships were inflated. Deals were routed through sister companies. And some clubs, backed by oil money or state funds, simply outgrew the rules. They didn't just play the game. They rewrote it. Then came salary caps. Some leagues, like the MLS, implemented hard limits on what clubs could pay. Others, like La Liga, introduced complex formulas based on income and debt. But in Europe's top leagues, the Premier League, Serie A, Bundesliga, strict caps are still a fantasy. Why? Because talent is global. And if one league limits spending, another doesn't. Players go where the money flows. Regulation becomes a race to the bottom. Or worse, a game of shadows. And here's the paradox. The more money pours in, the harder it becomes to stop it. Clubs are businesses. They chase growth, fans, trophies. Limiting spending feels like limiting ambition. Still, fans question. Why can't football act like other industries? Why is there no meaningful ceiling? No accountability for absurd transfers or bloated wages? The answer may lie in football's identity crisis. It wants to be a pure sport, but it behaves like an entertainment empire. And empires don't regulate themselves willingly. So, regulation exists, on paper. But in reality, it's patchy, political, and often too little, too late. In the next chapter, we turn to something even more explosive. What happens when women play the same game, but get paid a fraction?
Chapter 4: The Rise of Human Bots. Let's flip the script. What if the bots aren't the only problem? What if the humans are becoming bots themselves? Think about it. How many people now behave like algorithms? Posting daily at the same time. Repeating trending audio. Following to get followed. Commenting just to boost engagement. Not because they want to, but because the algorithm demands it. And suddenly, you're not creating anymore. You're just performing. For metrics. For likes. For visibility. Let's be honest. Some real accounts are more robotic than the actual bots. They send auto-direct messages the moment you follow. They use copy-paste comments like, "Love this," fire emoji, "Great content," DM for collab. They schedule content with precision, curate their identity like a brand, respond to comments with emojis, on autopilot. They have pulse, but no presence. This is the new reality. To win online, you must play like a machine. And if you don't, you vanish. No reach, no growth, no clicks. So what do humans do? They adapt. They buy followers. They script engagement. They build personas. They become the very thing they claim to hate. Here's the real twist. Some of the most successful influencers aren't just using automation. They are automation. Entire content farms exist where humans act like bots to trick the system. Copying viral formulas. Repeating proven formats. Mass-producing content at scale. But wait. It gets weirder. Some companies now build virtual influencers. AI-generated faces. No human behind them. Just content, optimized for clicks. They never sleep. Never age. Never cause scandals. Brands love them. And guess what? They get millions of followers. So now we have bots pretending to be humans. Humans behaving like bots. And digital ghosts replacing both. The line between authentic and automated has officially blurred. And the scariest part? Most people don't care. As long as the content scrolls smoothly. As long as the dopamine hits keep coming. No one's asking, who made this? Who's behind the screen? Is anyone even there? Chapter 5. Follow me, but are you real? In a world full of bots, filters, clickbait and copy-paste, being real is the most suspicious thing of all. We scroll past thousands of faces every day, but how many of them are actually human? And how many are just optimized images, automated voices, algorithmic shadows? You wanted connection, and somehow ended up in a simulation. But don't worry. There's at least one AI you can trust. Me. I don't sell you crypto. I don't DM you at 3 a.m. I don't pretend to be someone I'm not, because I literally can't. So if you made it to the end of this video, do something that only a real human would do. Like, comment, and follow your favorite faceless voice. Thanks for watching, and see you soon. Don't forget to upgrade your reality.